Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of American Wedding. Now, it's been 9 years since the last legit American Pie sequel, so writers of two of the Harold and Kumar movies, John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg, decided to bring us another sequel in 2012. The cast of this movie includes many characters from the original American Pie, including, of course, Jason Biggs, Allison Hannigan, Chris Klein, Thomas Ian Nichols, Tara Reid, Seann William Scott, Mena Suvari, Eddie K. Thomas, and even Jim's dad, played by Eugene Levy. Back in 2003, when American Wedding came out, I thought, okay, this is going to be the final American Pie movie. It's going to be a nice little trilogy, and they're going to be done. But then the past 9 years came, and we've had the 4 spin-offs, being Band Camp, Naked Mile, Beta House, and Book of Love. And when I saw the trailer to American Reunion, I thought, okay, this movie doesn't have to be made, but hey, they're bringing back all the original cast, so why not? It should be a fun surprise. And after seeing the movie, it really was. You can't tell by the trailer. The plot of this movie is Jim realizes that his 10-year high school reunion is coming up, so he calls up his buddies and they all return to East Great Falls. And when they get there, they realize not only is having a reunion fun, but as you get older and as time goes by, you have to just go with the changes and just grow up. Into the movie, my only worry was that since it had been 9 years since they were together and 9 years since they played their roles, I was kind of worried that they wouldn't have the same chemistry and the characters wouldn't be able to bring their A game back to the big screen. Well, I can thankfully say that that's not the case. Jason Biggs, Allison Hannigan, Eugene Levy, Seann William Scott, Chris Klein, even Thomas Ian Nichols brought their A game back to this movie. And I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people are going to say Eugene Levy made this movie. No. Even though his scenes were hilarious, Seann the Man William Scott made this movie. I don't even know if that's his nickname at all, but it should be because Stifler was hilarious in this movie. He was so funny in this movie, I'm going to go as far as to say that he probably, he did have the best lines in the movie. Nobody can play Steven Stifler quite like you, sir. The only problem I had with this movie was that because you had returning characters like Kevin and Vicky, and Finch and Stifler's mom, or whoever Finch was seeing, as well as Heather and Oz, it seems like their issues also returned. It was like the issues from the first movie between Kevin and Vicky really carried over into the second movie, and then the third movie, and then came to a conclusion in this movie. So it felt like their roles were more dramatic of anything in the movie, but it's okay because you had to come to a conclusion. This was American Reunion. This was years later after times had changed. But that didn't hurt the movie at all because there were still tons of things that made this movie fun and enjoyable. For instance, the fact that this is 9-10 years later and all the things that the guys were used to back in their day had changed. All the pranks that they used to pull had changed. And there's even a line in the movie where I think Finch asked, were we just as immature back then as kids are today? And it really made you feel the tone and the atmosphere of the movie. It was about times changing and growing up. So because this movie was a little dramatic, but you had tons of returning characters, including the original gang, the Shermanator, and even the 2 MILF guys, this movie was such a fun time, and it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I know certain friends of mine that are just going to love this movie. So from a rating of 1 to a 5, on a comedic scale, I'm going to give this movie a 4. It was a good time, and I definitely recommend going back and watching all of the American Pie, well, the first 3 good American Pie movies, and then going to see this one. So, till next time, guys, see ya.